What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got an X1 that we had earlier in the week coming back in because the brakes that we ordered actually were the wrong brakes. Nothing we did on our part, it was what was sent to us. So we are going to get that in here shortly, get going on that and get the customer out because they are waiting on the car. After that, I got another bilge pump, or not bilge pump, a live well pump to put in Chase. And we got to look over a couple things on the boat as well, look over the trailer and some stuff. So anyways, it's going to be a busy day. Oh, and I'm taking my wife to anniversary dinner tonight. So I'm going to try and keep it short. Sorry, guys. But got to keep the wife happy. So let's go. So I got to do a little bit of cleaning up because last night I didn't film any of this, but my mother-in-law's X3 started leaking coolant real bad, and it's an 07 X3 for those that care about BMWs or anything like that. But and those aren't known for it, but like that motor, the N52 motor, the coolant systems are known for just the coolant reservoirs just split. Well, hers was done. it had it. So, and luckily I could get one locally for her to get that in and out last night. And then she also needed an oil change, so I got her an oil change and tire rotation. Kind of looked over the car. Actually pressure washed the engine bay since I had the pressure washer out, so I did that. But I had a mess going on last night, and I want to clean up. But I don't know if anybody saw my video about this little thing. I think it's pretty sweet. It cleans the hub and the rotor, so like of all like the rust and buildup and stuff. Pretty slick little tool. I really like it. I had seen videos about it before, and I was like back and forth about buying one, and I just said screw it one day and just bought it. So, but anyways, just gonna do some cleaning up here before we start working on this X1, which she should be here any minute. So what I want to do is I want to prep everything, have everything ready to go in this car. Okay, so we got new hardware that I want to put on. So I just want to prep all this stuff. That way it's good to go. So I kind of can keep moving today. I'm just hoping this stuff's all right. I didn't have the car here to double check it, but I think it is. So these are the front brakes. Everything looks to be right, I think. The backs were the biggest part. Well, we were going to do the backs last time, so, but like all the clips look right, so I have a feeling that means we're good to go, but it's not always the case, as we've learned in the past. I apologize, I'm still a little under the weather. It's getting better though. It's getting much better compared to where I was 2 days ago. But anyways, more pads. We got brake wear sensors. Gonna need those. That's the front one. It's interesting to see the brake wear sensor. Like, you would think they would have changed the design or anything, but this is what goes into the pad, and it's the same style and design. Now, how it senses, I don't like. Is it the same? I think so. It's just a 2-wire thing that puts off a signal. But if you look at the 1980s, it's the same thing, same exact thing. They haven't changed it. Why? I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but I guess they figured if it ain't broke, don't fix it. very, very military approach to things. But anyways, we got front brakes. Whew, those are big. I don't know if we can get them up here. Sure we can. Sure we can. I gotta move some stuff. Just doing some cleaning around here, waiting on my customer, who was supposed to be here 15 minutes ago. It's kind of aggravating. This customer's the first 2 times she's only been here, but she's been late every time. And now, granted, she's coming from pretty far away, but I'm not normally open on Saturdays, so I'm kind of doing this for her. You know, I felt bad that the parts were wrong, so I was trying to help her out. But apparently, she didn't feel bad for wasting my time right now. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see if she shows up. Usually she's 15 to a half hour late, so I don't know. It's just frustrating. Like, I guess being in the military, like, you know, you're just always 15 minutes early to everything. And I always forget that in the civilian world, a half hour late is on time. So, am I wrong? Am I wrong for that? To think that that's what it is? Like, you just early to everything, or am I crazy? Like, I don't know. Like, it's just frustrating. So, it's a smoky mess in here, so we're just gonna sweep up, probably push most of this dirt outside. But I need a bigger broom. This thing's tiny. All right, so X1 is out of here. What a fiasco that was. So it turns out, excuse me, it turns out BMW I'm pretty sure hasn't released the software or rights or whatever you want to call it for the X1s, for those newer X1s. So I was not able to reset the brake wear light or anything with my scan tool. And I was like, what the heck? Here you have to do it through the actual dash. So you triple click to put it in diagnostic mode. Triple click the start stop button, put it in diagnostic mode. Then on the steering wheel, there's a little gear. You hit that you hold that button in for, I don't know, it seemed like 20 seconds till it pops up. And it gives you the option to reset all your stuff. Who'd have thunk it, right? So I ended up like fighting with it, and then figured it out. So after watching a video. So, but if I get a newer one like that in again, I actually want to do a video on it because there was only one video out there. One guy knew the trick. One guy. There's one guy knew the trick. But anyways, just doing some wiping down. This stuff's filthy from doing those brakes. Believe it or not, that car has 94,000 miles on it. It's a 2023. 94,000 miles on it. And those were the original pads and rotors. Like, blew my mind. Like, and she was city driving. Well, mostly highway. Like, drives an hour and a half or something like that on the turnpike every day to Philly. She's a lady that owns it. Is a teacher in Philly. And just crazy. All right. Chase is back inside. We need to take the cover off. So we're back on Chase, and there's something that I've just been trying to figure out, and I just can't, it blows my mind. This thing struggles to start on one battery. But if I turn it to dual battery, which means it's running still running 12 volt, but it's running on two batteries, it starts. I don't understand. I don't know what's going on. I feel like there's a wire somewhere. I did find that the battery cables were loose. The bolts or the nuts on the battery underneath the console were a little loose. I tightened them up just now. That doesn't make any sense. It struggles to start. I don't know, but if I go right now, if I start it, it's gonna go wow, and it's gonna start, and it's like, why? Why is it doing it? And what stinks is somebody rewired this, which I'm not complaining about the rewire. They did a great job. I just don't know what they did and what they didn't do. So it kind of leaves me in the dark. So I was going through the wiring. I was going through the book of stuff that I have, and I found this paper, and it kind of intrigued me. So it's an SI8-ACR. It's an automatic charging relay with start isolation. Right? So it's some sort of relay, but I can't find it. And I feel like if it was somewhere in the boat, it would have been underneath the console. But I didn't see it. So maybe he thought about putting one in, but it doesn't make any sense. Because even there's a wiring diagram. Like this dude was legit who built this boat, and I don't even know. And there's description of oh, okay, the main battery switch, the blue C systems, whatever, dual circuit off on emergency primary battery switch. The normal operation is for the main battery switch to be in the on position. This supplies the outboard motor main harness with power from the battery 1 for cranking. After engine start, this circuit supplies charging current to battery 1. The outboard motor aux harness supplies charging current to battery 2 after engine start. The sump pump panel is supplied 12 volts from the house battery. This permits the sump. Anyways, it just doesn't make any sense. This stuff makes sense, but why am I struggling to start? Is the starter not? Partially I think the starter needs replaced because it's from Amazon. So I guess we need to just inspect all our wires better and see what's going on. I know the other day when I was messing with stuff, I I knew I could turn one of the terminals, and that I shouldn't have skipped over that. I should have probably been like, oh, hey, that's not good. And if we just have to redo an end, we'll just redo a terminal connector. But I don't know. Let's dive in underneath this console here. Another thing I need to do is figure out why my power poles don't work. Or the remote, sorry. The remote doesn't work on the dash. That's the wrong way. I'm just gonna disconnect the wires here for a minute. I just want to see. Maybe it's something's messed up on this end, which would be great if I could figure it out. I mean, it's got big old wires. Like somebody did good on that. That's the power wire. See, that's loose. We need to redo this one. Let's redo this wire. I'm just going to cut this sheathing off. Shrink wrap, whatever you want to call it. Just want to see. Yeah, see that wiggles in there? That's not good. Which means it's corroded. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Well, the whole wire moves. It definitely got hot, and it's missing some. Yeah, see, that's not good. Let's just cut it out. Just cut it out, and we'll put a new one in. Whew. I think that had the size on it. All right, so we gotta move this to read 25. But I don't know if it's, you put the 25 at the top? Gosh, that's not straight at all. Why is that? Is it? I don't know. You guys, this is not exactly how I thought this was going to go. But anyways, we also need to put on some heat shrink. Ooh, I don't really like this heat shrink. I'm going to go grab some different heat shrink. This is chintzy. Okay, I'm going to be straight with you guys. This is the first time I've ever used this giant tool. So I'm thinking we just have to put it in here like so. Come on, get in there. And hope for the best. Not really hope for the best, but oh, of course it fell out. So, I think I have it set. I think this is the right setting. I don't know, we're going to find out together here. I just want to get all these wires in here. There we go. Okay. So now, I just need to crimp it. Is that it? Did it do it? It did it. Okay. Oh, that was easier than I thought it was going to be, honestly. Oh, there it goes. Just got to heat shrink it down. If this thing would just get hot. Come on, get hot. Maybe I should have grabbed my bigger torch. This is like watching paint dry. Okay, so I redid 2 of the connections, the positive and the negative over there. I checked the motor again. The wire at the starter was loose. I don't know. I'm going to probably just order a new starter. And I just double checked it all. Everything seems fine. None of the wires look burnt. So, I don't know. Let's just try it and see. Get away. It does its thing. Now it seems happy. I don't know. Hey, I'll take it. I'm probably going to order a starter just as a backup. But anyways, I have another live well pump I want to put in for the front live well. Not that I'm going to use it. I don't think. I think it's just kind of like a, I don't know. Like it's way up there and it's not aerated. So like, I don't have the stick that goes in. I think it's supposed to have a stick. I don't have one. So yeah. But I'm just gonna put the new one, well, I was gonna put it in and then I was like, oh, I'll just keep it with me. I don't know. I gotta clean up the mess that's going on over here. And then, oh, you know what? We actually need to go out on the bin and download all the maps to my card and then put the card in this one. So I think that's how I have to do it. I don't know. Cause I didn't pay for my active captain. So, yeah. All right, guys. So I'm gonna prep this thing here. I didn't grab my fancy wire strippers. Just gonna use these ones. I mean, these are pretty fancy too, but the other one where it just automatically does it. Of course, I threw it in the boat. That's how it works sometimes. Okay. So, just, come on. Why don't you go in there? There we go. Okay, a little crimp action. Pow. I wasn't sure if it was big enough for a blue connector or a red one, but I got the blue one, or the red one's going on. All right. Oh. We're empty. Hang on. All right, it's gonna be black to black, brown to brown. I'm just gonna cut these off. See, this was my worry. This side's actually bigger than that side. So now, I don't know if my connector choice is gonna be good or not. I'll have to wait and see here. Drum roll, please. Yeah, there we go. We got it. We got it. It'll work. It'll work. What's that saying? If it fits, it ships, right? Okay. There's that. Little heat shrink action. Seal them off so they don't get corroded. Okay. And then we'll test it, make sure it works. And we'll plug this back up. Oh, we'll heat shrink down. Forgot, we gotta heat shrink down the big connect or big heat shrink. So I don't even know if this is gonna go small enough. I'm just out of the correct size that I needed. I'm just hoping it does. It's going down. It's shrinking. So sometimes you just gotta improvise. But I gotta hurry up with all this stuff. My wife and I are going out to dinner for our anniversary. That was yesterday. So trying to get all this done so that tomorrow I don't have to really rush around or nothing after church. I can just work on some other things that I got to do. Try and get this on. So I need to just get a roll of it, I guess, of like heat shrink. I know they sell it out. It's out there. Actually, I saw it at West Marine the other week when I was in North Carolina. And I was going to buy some, and I was like, nah, I'd rather not. Well, next time I get the chance to buy some, I'm buying it. Because, I mean, I have these kits, and the kits work great, but it's just, they're too short. Because the kit's kind of designed for when you're soldering. And I do some soldering, but not a lot of it. So let's see. March the arrow up. I might have to put some lube on this. I had to do that on the last one. There it is. She in there. Okay. We're going to push this back in. I'm going to grab a zip tie. And we are going to zippity dip tie this in place. Do I have a zip tie? I do, right there. Hope you guys can hear me. Alright, zip tie. Because I don't want it getting in the way of the bilge pump. The auto sensor thing. Not that it matters because I don't have it in the water right now, but I just don't want to have it. I don't want to run that chance, you know? All right, guys, I've been trying to mess with this stinking Garmin stuff, and then my phone died. I was outside, downloaded everything onto my SD card, but it turns out because somebody active captain and registered my 94 SV, I now have to get another SD card and somehow delete theirs, I guess. Their information. I don't know. This technology stuff way over my head. But anyways, so at this point, I'm going to call it a day because I need to go get a micro SD card, and I'm taking my wife out to one of our favorite places, Plaza Azteca, one of our favorite places to eat. So she actually just left, go drop off the little guy at her parents' place, so I need to go get cleaned up. I'm filthy, and I'm frustrated because this technology stuff is way above my head. So I want to thank you guys for hanging out today. It's going to be a short one, but it was a good one. So tomorrow, I don't know what we're going to do. I don't really want to do work on a Sunday, but we might do some work, aka work on the X1. But there's some other stuff I have to clean up around the shop, and I still need to continue tearing down that M52 TU. So normally Fridays for me are supposed to be like my chill day. I'm supposed to clean. Just kind of like if something comes in, I do it, like a tire or something, right? But lately it's just been so busy that I can't. I have to schedule 5 days. But I want to thank you guys for hanging out. Please like, subscribe, and share. And as always, I'll see you guys on the next one.